Coming up next on this edition of In the City, Bradley Academy has a very unique program for their students. Plus, Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue Department recently made a purchase for life-saving equipment. And it's income tax time, and United Way is offering you a helping hand. But first, David Price donates $300,000 to a miracle field being built near SportsCom. We'll tell you all those stories and more coming up right now on this edition of In the City. Welcome to another edition of In the City, your source to what's happening right here in the city of Murfreesboro. I'm Cecilia Herrell. A new Miracle Field complex is being built in front of SportsCom in Murfreesboro. A Miracle Field is a custom-designed rubberized turf baseball field that accommodates wheelchairs and other devices so special needs children can play the nation's pastime. David Price and his Project 1-4 organization is raising the money to get it built. Potential fundraisers were invited to a luncheon where Mayor McFarland began the ceremony with a special gift to David.
David and his family have been hometown heroes to this community. You look at what they've done in this community, and David, I was listening to you this morning with Mark Howard and Kevin Ingram, and David was talking about family and how his mom and dad always had impressed on him to make sure and give back. And so from your family in Murfreesboro, I want to give you the key to the city to let you know that this home will always be here for you.
Right.
David kicked off the fundraising with a very generous donation.
We're definitely very happy to be a part of this, and thank you all for helping us out. And here is a check to the first pledge on my behalf we did for $300,000 to just get it going, get it started, and we know we'll make the rest.
The City of Murfreesboro has stepped in to initially pay to build the project and is giving Project 1-4 4 years to raise the money. Debbie Price, David's mother, speaks directly to the crowd to encourage giving back to their community.
The city has been very gracious. They are giving us 4 years to raise the money. So for instance, if you think your company can maybe do $100,000 and want to do it $25,000 a year, that's fine. We can wait that long. Or, even if you want to pledge $400 and want to do $100 a year, that's fine too. So, but it's going to take everyone in the community to raise this kind of money, and not only will it benefit the challenged athletes, but I think all the children in Murfreesboro will learn something from this and will thoroughly enjoy being part of it.
Engineering firm Neilson Associates will be building the facility and shared some digital renderings of what the complex will look like. The mayor and David addressed the crowd one last time before the official groundbreaking.
I was asked the question, is this a thing for Murfreesboro that's going to fill a void? And I said, because of the Price family, this is something that's not going to fill a void in Murfreesboro. This is something that's going to fill a void in the mid-state and the state of Tennessee. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
When David played for the Tampa Bay Rays, his foundation built a miracle field, and he talks about why he got involved with the Miracle League.
If it wasn't for that field and those experiences, I might not still be very familiar with the Miracle Field and what all it entails. And just going out there on Saturday mornings and getting to spend time with those kids and those families, that was a special time for me. And then telling my parents about it, and then my parents getting to meet John, the guy that ran the Miracle Field in St. Pete, and just how special he was to them, and I really won my parents and myself over, and it took a couple years for us to kind of get this going, but it's getting there.
The Miracle Field complex is expected to be finished by the start of the 2017 baseball season. And well, it's that time of year again, income tax time. The City of Murfreesboro and the United Way have joined forces to help you file your taxes for free.
We're partnering this year with Patterson Park and the City of Murfreesboro to provide the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, which is VITA, as part of our goal to increase financial stability in our community. VITA is a program where volunteer tax preparers actually come in and do your taxes at no cost. At the end of the day, all of the refund comes back to you. This partnership with the City of Murfreesboro is something that Mayor McFarland recognized as a great opportunity for the citizens in the Patterson Park area, as well as the Murfreesboro community as a benefit, because there are so many people out there who just really need somebody to help them walk through the process and know that there's not going to be a cost associated with the program. Last year we did 724 returns, which actually resulted in about $1.1 million being reinvested into our community through the VITA program. The returns that came directly back to the individuals who had their taxes done with VITA were able to turn around and reinvest it into items and goods within our own community. So huge economic impact. Members of our community who are making less than $62,000 a year for their household are eligible to come in and sit down with a VITA volunteer tax preparer. It's by appointment only. They will take some walk-ins as it's available, but the main phone number that we're directing everybody to make an appointment is 615-971-8678. So they're going to probably spend about an hour or less actually in the chair with a tax preparer. There is a checklist of items to bring on the website. It is www.yourlocalvita.org. It has the locations, the dates and times of availability, as well as it also has a checklist of the items that you need to bring. Once you call and you talk to somebody or you're called back, they will try to walk you through that checklist and make sure you have everything you need. But the goal is to minimize the time that someone actually sits in the chair having their taxes done.
Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue Department just got some new life-saving gear, and I even tried it out myself, or should I say embarrassed myself. We're out here at Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue Department, station number 6, where they're trying out their new bailout equipment.
These are a new system that we're going to use these in the event of failure inside a structure where we can't escape and we're going to have to go out a window. And we can use these to go to the ground or at least to a lower window and be able to come into that window to safety. Now, this is going to be a purchase that the department is going to make. Our chief has given us the option. We have a committee that's put together. They've narrowed it down to 2 systems, and the chief has given us the ability to choose the 2 systems we want. Thus, this is why we're here today We're trying out the two systems, making our decision, and then we're going to be ordering and purchasing those. Approximately 180 personnel will be trained to use these, and every year that's going to be an annual thing.
And I tried it myself, and let's just say it's not as easy as it looks.
Already hooked to me. Should already be hooked to you. Right. You're fine.
You're good.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, now take your right hand.
You better get some good footage, John. I ain't doing this again.
I've got it. Take.
You're going to leave your hand right there on your hip and just let that rope slide through it. Don't jerk it. Pull it down. There you go. Keep your right hand back. Keep your right hand back. Just let it slide through there. Let it slide through. Turn around, wave at the camera.
She's got enough to worry about already. There we go.
Children go to school to learn, but at one local Murfreesboro City school, they also gain valuable life and personal skills for the future.
Pay attention! My words are a matter of pride.
One local school sure does have a lot of drama students, that is. Bradley Academy is a part of Murfreesboro City Schools and is also an arts integrated school. During the day, elementary drama classes take place. But after school, a few talented kids participate in the musical theater program. The program is in its 8th year and being led by an award-winning teacher, Allison Isom, who recently won the Freddie G. Fellowship Award in 2015 from Music Theater International.
These kids come from just very diverse and unique situations, and we're able to take all of their different things that make them so special and unify them into one group in this sweet little family to create and tell stories, and we teach them how to be storytellers. And our ultimate goal really is so that they can feel successful in life, so they can be personable with other people when they're older. And a lot of kids don't get that exposure unless they're in a private school.
With the guidance of Miss Isom, Bradley Academy Musical Theater traveled to Atlanta this past January and competed in Junior Theater Festival 2016. The group was honored to be asked to showcase a rendition of Peter Pan Jr.
So this year we were asked to showcase a brand new musical that is coming out, Peter Pan, which is the Mary Martin version. So the kids performed in front of 5,500 people this year. So that was really exciting.
After their rendition of Lion King Jr., they were presented with the Excellence in Music Award. They were the only elementary school out of 115 participants to earn this award. 2 of these students have even been picked to go to New York to study and learn with musical professionals. The production dates are April 8th, 9th, 15th, 16th, 22nd, and 23rd. Productions will be at 7 p.m., and Saturday matinees will be at 2 p.m. Tickets can be purchased at Bradley Academy starting in March, or for more information, visit cityschools.net. Reporting for CityTV, I'm Cecilia Herrell. Firehouse Subs is known for its subs, but did you know they also help out local fire departments? Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue Department is always helping our community, but this time the department got a helping hand of its own. Many gathered at our local Firehouse Subs in Murfreesboro, but it wasn't for the food. The Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation was founded in 2005 and has now helped more than 1,000 public safety organizations.
Our foundation has donated almost $900,000 to the state of Tennessee through our foundation. So we're very proud. It's the most proud thing we do in our family and our company.
This year, Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue Department received a brush skid unit with many accessories worth well over $16,000. The equipment will be placed on an all-wheel drive vehicle, allowing the department to fight fires in areas where fire trucks are typically unable to reach, such as our local greenways, local parks, and undeveloped land. This equipment will positively impact our community in case of an emergency.
This donation in particular gives us the opportunity to have an off-road vehicle. Our fire apparatus are too big and heavy to go off-road, and so if we have a brush fire, in particular this vehicle at the airport will give us the ability to kind of go off the runway if we need to, areas for brush fires or a down plane, anything like that to where we can have firefighting assets there. We'll also additionally use it at special events, such as things that happen in Cannonsburg Village or other large events to where we need a little bit of fire suppression and we don't have the capability to get the larger truck into that area. So it's going to mean a lot to us. It's well over $16,000 for the unit itself that goes in the back of the truck, and it's going to give us some great capabilities.
Murfreesboro was just one of the few departments to receive these potentially life-saving donations. Other departments from surrounding areas were also present, and donations totaled to nearly $69,000.
A lot of the departments just don't have the gear that they need, and we can't do it all. We can step in and try to help.
If you want to donate to help hometown heroes like our local fire department, you can visit firehouseSubs.com/foundation or visit any Firehouse Subs location. Reporting for CityTV, I'm Cecilia Herrell. A 28-year employee of the Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department recently took over the superintendent job at Patterson Park Community Center.
It gives me great pleasure today to introduce the new superintendent of Patterson Community Center and Park. It's no stranger to us. It's Mr. Russell Smith. Mr. Smith is a graduate of Middle Tennessee State University and a standout basketball star when he was there as well. He's worked for us for 28 years. He started his stint with us at Sportscom and has been at the Patterson Community Center ever since it's opened.
Well, my background, I went to school in Sumter, South Carolina. I got a scholarship to play basketball. Started out at John C. Calhoun in Alabama and transferred to MTSU. Graduating 1986 with a degree in recreation and physical education. I first started working at the Parks and Recreation over at Sportscom, and I was a gym attendant. And my job was just to maintain the gym and help work at the front desk. Then I got a position as the night foreman. I was trained through Jim Davis and became the night foreman at Sportscom. And from that point on, then another position came open, which was I was the operation coordinator, and then Tommy Gregory came on, and then the Patterson Center opened up, and I was transferred over to Patterson Center as a supervisor, and then the job title was operation coordinator. I didn't want to just stop at this front desk. I realized there was a lot of opportunity for us recreation. When I first came aboard, I met Mr. Dennis Renier, and I always remember what Mr. Dennis Renier told me. He said, Russell, if you take a job and you love that job, stay on that job. Don't be jumping from job to job. And I took heed to what Mr. Renier said, and here I am, 28 years later, I'm still with the Parks and Recreation. But I understand first, my position here at Patterson, from being a basketball player at MTSU, it opened up a lot of doors. I became well known in Murfreesboro. A lot of people know me by Slim. I mean, if you come to Murfreesboro and you ask for Russell Smith, 9 times out of 10 people won't know Russell Smith. But if you ask for Slim, you can rest assured everybody can direct you to me. When you're a basketball player, you learn to understand people. You learn discipline, and you learn to be a team player. And that's what Patterson is about. I want Patterson to be a team concept, and then we all have to work together. I'm a people person. I get an opportunity to meet people, all walk of life, young, old, mid-age. And I'm just the type of person I just like to mingle and try to get to know people and try to be there to help someone. I would love to be a role model for the young kids. When you come to Patterson Center is a unique facility, and this is a safe environment, and that is our goal, to make sure once you come to Patterson, you can be safe once you come in the parking lot or once you come in the building. We monitor this building closely, and we make sure that everyone meets their needs. So our staff. I want the staff to know that I have the utmost confidence in them that we can get Patterson to another level. I want everyone to know that when they come to Patterson, they can always come to my office with a concern, and I'm willing to address that concern.
Do you know what the Community Development Department does? I went to find out, and I also found out some helpful information that could help you or someone you know.
The City of Murfreesboro annually gets it's a formula grant, the Community Development Block Grant that we get through the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. It will be someplace about $712,000. Another one of our projects is our affordable housing program. First-time home buyers who are low and moderate income can come to us. We'll give them a loan of up to $10,000 to help with closing costs and principal reduction. They are first-time home buyers. If you're right on the edge of being able to be a homeowner, that can help you get into a house. We do a housing rehab program for low and moderate income homeowners. They have issues, we can help them solve those. We do a lot of energy conservation projects. They'll come to us and, well, I've got an old house and my heating bills are just through the roof. Well, you know what, you can do things like replace the windows, put in double pane windows. That's going to help reduce those costs. We can add insulation to the ceiling. That's going to vary by family size. So if you're a family of one, it's about $35,000. If you're a family of four, it's more like $55,000. You know, you go to the Murfreesboro logo. What does it say at the bottom? It says creating a better quality of life. Well, that's what we at Community Development are doing with that Community Development Block Grant money. So if you're interested in any of our projects, we have full details on all the projects that I've talked about on the city website, murfreesborotn.gov. Go to the Community Development Department, and there will be flags for everything that we do. If you look into it and say, I think that I might be eligible, I can use that down payment assistance, or my house needs rehabbing and I think I might be eligible, give us a call here at Community Development, 890-4660.
The City of Murfreesboro has received a perfect water score for the first time ever, and I spoke with the water plant manager, Alan Cranford, to learn more.
The big thing out of the sanitary survey that we just received was there's 599 total points, and we got all 599 correct, so we didn't have any deductions whatsoever. We also didn't have any narratives, which allows the state to write up certain things that may not take a point off, but it's actually pointing out certain items that need to be corrected. And in this specific sanitary survey, we did not have any narratives as well. A lot of people don't realize what goes into treating drinking water, because I mean it comes out of the lake and the river, and everybody's been to the lake or the river where it's Walter Hill Dam or something. So basically we take that water out and we have to add specific chemicals in order to treat the water and to get it clear and to the level of what they're currently drinking if they live in Murfreesboro. Well, I guess the big thing is the people that work not only here at the treatment plant, but at operations and maintenance and our engineering department, customer service, meter readers. They all work very hard to make sure that we provide the best water quality that we can to our customers. You know, we've had some questions, people concerned with lead and copper, especially lead because of what's happening in a couple of places in the United States. And, you know, we can assure them that from the standpoint that we do not have any lead issues in Murfreesboro. May the 1st to July 1st, all of our customers will start receiving the annual water quality report, whether they would like that on electronically on the internet, or if they'd like it emailed to them, or if they want a hard copy. On our water bills, there'll be a location you can check if you actually want a printed annual water quality report. If you do, you have to do that. Otherwise, it will be available on the city's website, probably I'd say the 1st of May. and that's for the year 2015. So it runs from January the 1st, 2015 to December 31st, 2015. So I know we start getting a lot of calls about this time, so just as a reminder, that's where they can start looking about May 1st.
There is nothing more exciting to Murfreesboro's golf department than the inclusion of Bloomfield Links Golf Course. Here is some of the history of the course and the future of the department.
The Bloomfield Links, located in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, a miracle 12-acre pie-slice tract of land that could be compared to a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. For 20 years, it was capped a demolition landfill squeezed between a major roadway, Medical Center Parkway, and some Stones River wetlands. Even when it came out from under the sanctions, the land was left unused, hidden by a covering of waist-high weeds and Johnson grass. The land's molting process began with the work of many, but none more than Old Fort Golf Club's Director of Golf, Tracy Wilkins. His vision, driven by the passion he has for the game of golf and his decades of service to the city of Murfreesboro, provided the traction that led to the opening of the 6-hole course named the Bloomfield Links. If you are a golfer, whether you play occasionally or avidly, you will always remember who brought you into the game and where you first started playing. It was a joyous occasion, but it also was sometimes uncomfortable. Being on a regulation course with lots of people watching, you were nervous to say the least. Imagine you were starting today and you had the opportunity that Bloomfield Links provides. 6 holes of player-friendly golf, clubs, balls, and for $8, $5 for youth under 18, you can play all day. Golf 101. 101 leads to 201, playing our sister course, the VA, a 9-hole walking-only executive course located on the grounds of the Veterans Administration facility. 201 then leads you to 301, playing the award-winning Old Fort Golf Club that now offers 6 tees to play, having just added the 6th in 2015. They are our family course tees. The staff at Old Fort Golf Club, Bloomfield Links, and the VA Golf Course are in lockstep with Director of Golf Tracy Wilkins' vision of the role golf and the links will play in the future. The addition of Jex Wilson, PGA Master Professional in April 2015 as the Director of Instruction and Youth Player Development was just another step to meet that vision. Jex's major responsibility, besides offering instruction, was to create, implement, and administer what has been tagged in-house as the Murfreesboro Junior and Family Golf Initiative. As a result, an organizational structure has emerged spearheaded by 3 components. The Friends of Bloomfield, the charitable arm providing intro to golf programs. The Murfreesboro Junior Golf Association, providing playing opportunities for youth and family. And Jex Wilson's VIP Junior Golf Academy, providing teaching and coaching programs. Come join us in 2016 as a financial partner, a volunteer, a sponsor, or just as a cheerleader for a great effort. Always remember our pledge to junior golf. Those privileged to touch the lives of children and youth should constantly be aware that their impact may affect a multitude of others 1,000 years from now.
Well, that's it for this edition of In the City. As always, for more information about the City of Murfreesboro, you can visit our website anytime at murfreesborotn.gov. And if you want to see any of the stories that you've seen today or catch up on some of the latest city news, you can always visit the City of Murfreesboro's YouTube channel. I'm Cecilia Herrell. Until next time, we look forward to seeing you in the city.